I'm somebody who I can be proud of, and I feel like for the first time in my life, like I'm kind of in a space where I can say that about myself. Over the last 12 months, 13 months, like it seems like at the beginning when I got them out, I was super, super happy. And then it just seemed like I went through a phase where I was like really angry with myself that I had even gotten the implants in the first place. Like I went through like all of these different types of emotion, like being angry about that, being really insecure about my body, but also being really happy that they were gone. And like I was really like happy the way that I looked, I would say, with clothes on, but I did not like the way that I looked when I had clothes off. And I'm somebody who's like, I've always been really comfortable in my own skin, like being naked or being in a swimsuit. Like I've always, like ever since I was younger, like I just loved being naked. Like I just really was comfortable in my own skin. So for the first time in my life, I was going through these experiences of not feeling comfortable naked or not feeling comfortable in a swimsuit. Like I had never experienced that before in my life. And that was a really hard thing for me. And something else to even note and talk about, like a lot of people who decide to get their implants out, like we're all in different phases of our journey. Some of us are like have been married a long time. Some of us, are single. Some of us have marriages that end after getting their implants out. Like I've read so many different stories from so many different women about their journeys with a partner or lack thereof partner through their explant journey. But for me and my personal story, I happen to be single. I was kind of dating somebody right around the time, like when I got the surgery, and it was like long distance. So it was like I had this support of somebody, but there wasn't like intimacy. There wasn't like the physical aspect of that relationship wasn't really there. And to be honest, throughout my spiritual journey, I had been celibate or abstinent for 2 years at that point. So, um, I wasn't really thinking about at the time when I got my implants out about like my sex life. Like, how is this going to make me feel like being intimate with somebody, especially as like a single woman? Like, I know people's journeys are so much different when you've been married or you've been with a partner for a long time. Hopefully, if you're in a healthy relationship, like the intimacy piece of it will be easier. But I have seen some women like that have been married and the intimacy piece like was traumatizing because their partners were not supportive of them removing their implants. So for me and my journey, like being a single woman, having been abstinent for 2 years, like I wasn't really concerned about it. But then when I did start, like, as I mentioned, I was dating somebody, and, when the physical aspect of it came along and it was time to like be intimate with this person, I was extremely uncomfortable. And again, like that's something I've never experienced before in my life, being uncomfortable in like intimate situations with my body. And so that was a huge, thing for me to overcome. 12 months after explant, like it's been a wild ride of emotions. It's been a wild ride of like, yay, this is so great. Oh my God, I can't believe I put implants in my body. Now my body looks the way that it looks. Then like trying to be intimate with somebody for the first time to where I am now, which is 12 months, 13 months after explant. And I can honestly say I am just now starting to really like be comfortable with the way that I look. I actually am like, I like the way that my breasts look now. I feel like they're getting bigger, which I guess is this like fluffing thing that people talk about. And to be honest with you, I think like I didn't think that fluffing thing was going to happen for me because it had been so long and it never really happened. So I don't know if it's because I'm like 12, 13 months explant or if I'm gaining weight, but either way, I feel like my breasts are starting to look more normal. They're like they're more shapely, they're larger, I would feel. And I am like so happy with my decision. Like I definitely like rode the wave of just all the different types of emotions. The intimacy has been so healing and so beautiful to just be able to show up as me and have somebody accept me and honor like my power and honor the fact that I have chosen the decisions that have been in my best interest, regardless of like physical things or society things. Like I have truly shown up and showed out for myself. I will say that this is obviously like my own journey, and all of our journeys look very different. I've kind of talked about how the different women I've heard their journeys with like partners, with their husbands or with boyfriends. And I can honestly say that like I've gone through so many different emotions with this, but I definitely feel like I'm on the up and up when it comes to just my overall peace and happiness with my body. I could not be happier that this is just like the journey that I've gone through. If I could talk to any woman before they consider or decide to go through with getting implants, like, man, if I could just save you the money, the emotion, the trauma, the scars, like the physical scars in your body, like all of it, I wish that I could. But those women, those of you that are kind of on your journey of deciding to get your implants out, maybe you're like just now doing research, or maybe you're about to have surgery, or you just got out of surgery, I just want to make a video that at 12 months, 13 months post explant, for me, it has been a wild ride of emotions. And this is coming from somebody who I've done a lot of work like on myself, a lot of work on my mindset, a lot of work on my mental health, my physical body, all of it. And it still was a struggle for me emotionally. So I just want to say to you guys that are kind of embarking on this journey that it is so worth it. It is such a monumental piece of my journey. I feel like as a woman, to go from being somebody who felt like they needed to alter themselves to making this like brave decision to go back to the way that I naturally should have been. And then also to forgive myself and honor myself and love my body when it didn't look so perfect anymore. It's also helped me really like be able to navigate like different people that I maybe want to have a life with, or that I want to be intimate with. Like, I know I had doctors that would make comments to me about, well, you're single and you're young, and are you sure you want to get these out right now? Like, this is going to affect your intimate life and all of that. And to be honest, it has, but in a really beautiful way. It's helped me realize that I don't need to share my energy, my body, any of that with anybody that I would even slightly be concerned wouldn't accept me or would judge me just by the way that like my body looks now. So it's been a wild ride, but it's definitely so worth it. I'm so proud of myself. Like I feel like I know that I'm a very, very strong woman, and I am proud of the woman that I am. The decisions, the changes that I have made over the past couple of years is I'm somebody who I can be proud of. And I feel like for the first time in my life, like I'm kind of in a space where I can say that about myself. So the explant journey has definitely taken a huge, there's like a huge, the way that I feel proud of myself, I owe a lot of that to my explant journey. So this is 12, 13 months post explant. And like I said, intimacy was a challenge at first, but honestly, it's so beautiful. Loving and honoring my body at first, like I said, was kind of challenging, but now I love the way that I look. I'm proud of the way that I look. And as far as the way that like my breasts look now, they look great. I love them. They're mine. And I'm just so, so happy. So those of you guys that have reached out, made comments, or messaged me or emailed me about your explant journey, a lot of people had questions about getting their implants taken out, like out of the US. Like I went to Puerto Vallarta in Mexico to get mine out. Like, please feel free to leave comments. I will try to get to them as quickly as I can. And I'm just happy that my journey has been somewhat helpful for other people out there. So I'll be posting more content about just like my detox and health and wellness and just like overall, even mindset. Like, man, I think that's the biggest thing that I have observed with women with this like explant surgery is like the mindset around it and the what ifs and needing for sure answers about like what the outcome is going to be and all of that. So I think all of the work I did leading up to my explant as far as like my mindset and like the inner work, the shadow work, like all of that really, really helped me emotionally. So I'll be sharing a lot more about that too, because I think it's very important for women that are heading down this journey. So yeah, I leave a comment below of anything else that you guys want to hear about, and I'll be making more content for you guys soon.